I'm Eric Osborne, Mayor of the City of Buckeye. Today we're wrapping up the Buckeye Air Fair's Aviation Week with the stars of the show. Every year, our stunt pilots amaze us with incredible acrobatics and death-defying stunts. These guys are incredible at what they do, and frankly, they may just have a screw loose.
The size of the box that most people like to be in, that's their comfort zone, mine is way out there. So for everybody else, I'm crazy. But for me, I'm very normal. So yes, I have a screw loose, but it depends on your perception, if it's how you look at me. And I think you, Mayor, you're right next to me in that box, a little screwy, so.
A little off, yes.
Sir?
One more time, give it up for Mr. Jon Melby.
The Fear Boss, Jon Melby, got his start flying special operations in the military. He's since traded his MC-130 for a black and yellow Pitts biplane to entertain the masses at air shows around the world.
It's like sitting in a Harley because the engine's going like this, and you get full power, and it's a rocket. You're airborne in about 6 seconds, you're accelerating at 140, and that airplane, you can take it and just tumble it, you can do whatever you want to with it.
And even though it may look like he has a screw loose from the ground, he's in total control.
I understand everything and where I'm at. I never put myself in a position where it's going to be dangerous. From the perspective of a spectator, they're seeing me do all this stuff, but I practice it over and over and over again. I've got 20 years as an airshow pilot, another 6 years on top of that flying aerobatics, and I don't want to be this person who, I don't know, shows off and gets myself killed. I would never do that.
With only a couple dozen pilots in North America that can do what Melby does, he always takes the time to appreciate how far he's come.
What happens for me is, like, if I'm doing a loop, I just thank God. I thank God that I have this ability to be able to do this, because I can see a loop and it's beautiful. And as I'm coming back around, I have enough time to look at the crowd, how big the crowd line is. As I'm coming down, I'm like, what kind of moron does this thing? Oh yeah, it's me. I could be home playing Xbox or whittling wood or something. And I'm actually thinking about how much fun this is.
Buckeye introduced the air show a few years ago with just a couple of pilots. Last year, the show, hosted by our amazing announcer Jeff Overby, grew to 5 stunt pilots that put on an incredible 2-hour show for more than 30,000 spectators.
When I fly air shows like at Miramar, that's at Marine Corps Station Miramar, it's the largest military show in the world, 1.5 million people there. I can't see everybody. I can't talk to them. Actually, they throw me over in a hangar and feed me bananas and stuff. But I love it because the message gets out to a large people. Here, I get to meet the people. I even get to meet the mayor. I mean, it's just this opportunity to my fellow citizens of the state of Arizona. It makes it so great.
Now, with 20 years as an aerobatic pilot and nearly 250 air shows under his belt, the Fear Boss says it's all about controlling your fears to achieve your dreams.
What is the thing that really makes you want to do something that you want to do? And like, oh, I would love to fly someday, but I'm too old. I'm 40 years old. I'm 45. I'm 50 years old. Or I want to go travel the world, but I'm too old. I'm like, really? And so what I found is just fear. It runs rampant. It's even more so now, in my opinion, because of the pandemic. People are afraid. And the reality is, when you live in fear, you can't go out and do anything. And you're still breathing, you're still able to move, you can do anything. So Fear Boss is the website that I have. It's called fearboss.com. Talking to people about what they can do to just manage little snippets of fear.
To the Fear Boss, Jon Melby, Luke Air Force Base, Westmec, Copper State, and SciTech, I'd like to thank everyone that took the time to be part of this video series. I hope Buckeye Air Fair's Aviation Week has given you more insight into the impact our little airport has on our city and the aviation community. And until we're soaring again in 2022, thank you.